Welcome into the recap of the Cubs' 4-1 victory over the Boston Red Sox on a beautiful Friday afternoon at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Wintrust. They are the exclusive home of Cubs checking. Get your very own Cubs checking account, that super cool Cubs debit card. You can go to wintrust.com/Cubs or click the QR code on your screen. Folks, one big swing did the damage today. But you've got to tip your cap again to Colin Ray. 5 excellent innings as the starter, and then the bullpen, simply tremendous today. There are a couple of opportunities that the Red Sox had some traffic. The Cubs were able to make big pitches in big spots. They were able to make some really key defensive plays. One was a laser beam to right field. Kyle Tucker, who is a Gold Glover. Yes, he's an amazing offensive player. He's also a Gold Glover. He ran one down. Really good play from Dansby Swanson at shortstop today, and the Cubs win it 4-1, snapping the Boston Red Sox 10-game winning streak that they had going into the All-Star break. Let me tell you, though, what I thought was a huge key to today's game. In the first inning, the Cubs get 2 men on, and up comes Seiya Suzuki, and the Cubs were grinding and battling in that inning, and they jacked up the pitch count early on Lucas Giolito, and then he left one right here, and Seiya went, bam! See you later. Thanks for coming. 3-run jack. And that gave the Cubs all they would end up needing to win the ballgame. They did add on a 4th run, but they were in control because their pitching staff was magnificent. So the player of the game today, I'm going to give I'm going to give it to the Cubs bullpen and Seiya Suzuki. I could also give it to Colin Ray, but 5 innings doesn't get you player of the game, even though his 5 innings were excellent work from Colin Ray, and the Cubs win it 4-1. But go back to that first inning. If you get a chance, pull it up on the MLB app and look at the pitch count, look at the at-bats that the Cubs got. They did a really, really good job at spoiling pitchers' pitches, and then when he left one up here, maybe just got a little bit tired there in the first inning, bang, bang, boom. You take advantage of opportunities that are given to you, and you come up with big hits in big spots, and that's how you win a baseball game. Cubs win 4-1. Let me take you through the Hooters winging it starting pitching matchup. For the Boston Red Sox, Lucas Giolito falls to 6-2, 5 1/3, a 5 hit, 4 runs that are all earned, 6K, 2 walk baseball. For Colin Ray, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It's earned 5K, 4 walk baseball. That was the only hiccup there with him. He was putting a little too much traffic on with the base on balls. And then Daniel Palencia picked up his 13th save. Offensively for the Chicago Cubs, you had a 2-hit, 3 RBI day for Seiya Suzuki. You had a knock for Pete Crow Armstrong. It was a gift that fell. He ended up stretching it into a double because it was lost in the sun and the wind at Wrigley Field. You had a knock for Ian Happ, which was a double, almost a home run, that close to getting out in right field. Nico had a hit with an RBI. Matt Shaw had a hit, and that was it. 6 hits. It wasn't like you bludgeoned the Red Sox, but you got the big hit in the big spot. I told you Colin Ray's numbers. Thielbar with a gorgeous inning in the 6th. 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, nobody reached base. Presley, 2/3 of an inning. He wasn't great, 2 hits, but Pomeranz came in and got out of that jam. Brad Keller with a magnificent inning with a strikeout, and Daniel Palencia, his 13th save. Cubs win, baby! Now let's watch and see the Brewers late night baseball. I'll be watching the Brewers at the Dodgers tonight. Right now, Cubs 1.5 up in the division. If the Brewers win, the Cubs have the top record in the National League. If the Dodgers win, they stay a half game behind LA for the top record, but the Brewers would fall 2 games back in the division. Sounds like a pretty good night to me either way. Let's go enjoy some late night West Coast baseball. Cubs play tomorrow night on Fox, 6 o'clock game. I'll have the recap when that game goes final, and they'll finish it off in the afternoon, 1:20 on Sunday on Marquee. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this amazing weather, man. Go Cubbies! Fly the W! They win. Take that.